Greetings, salutations, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be, and welcome to Thursday, November the 6th, 2025. And I realized yesterday I was MIA. It just got away from me, people. It got away from me. The morning, I've been so busy. Boy, go to the hospital for 4 days, and I don't know about you, but you pen me up like a wild beast, and I come out just bucking and charging, and making up for lost time. So yes, I've rested or whatever, but I'm kind of beyond the crash period now. So I'm having energy all day, and still in a little pain, but not too bad. And but yeah, so it just got away from me. By the time I realized that I hadn't recorded, it was the afternoon, and I had so many meetings I forgot. And so it just became ridiculous to even do anything yesterday. So I need to watch that, because I am committed to doing this every day, every weekday. So that's where we're at. We're at 45 days out from the official start of winter. And our fall continues here in New York City. We're looking at a high of 54 degrees today, which I think it is right now, which is 12 degrees Celsius, partly sunny, partly cloudy. And so just kind of a cool fall day. It's going to be great. I'm going to my first in-person networking event post-hospital, and so that'll be good this evening. Thankfully, it's not too late, so I can go and spend an hour and a half, and then get home and rest, which will be very, very important. So, all right. So with that said, I was looking at some sources for sort of odd or different types of news sources, and I stumbled on an article on the AP that I thought was sort of interesting. So this is called, the title is "A Long-Lost Ancient Roman Artifact Reappears in a New Orleans Backyard." So it's basically this family was cleaning up their backyard, and under the weeds, they found a mysterious marble tablet with Latin characters that included, amongst other characters, the phrase in English, "spirits of the dead." It's kind of perfect for New Orleans, I guess. Anyway, this woman, who's an anthropologist at Tulane, was like, that's Latin. That's interesting. She knew it wasn't ordinary, and so she reached out to a colleague in archaeology and realized that the slab was actually a 1900-year-old grave marker of a Roman sailor named Sextus Congenius Verus. Can you imagine, you go in your backyard, you're like, what is this tablet I've got under the weeds? And you figure out it's almost a 2,000-year-old tablet from the Roman era. Then they did some more research, and they revealed that the tablet was missing from an Italian museum for decades. So it went missing from the museum. The article goes into the background of the person that was the subject of the tablet. Anyway, there was a record of where it went, but the bottom line is they're working with the FBI now to repatriate the tablet. And so then they figured out, let's see here. As media reports of the find began circulating, Erin Scott O'Brien says her ex-husband called her and told her to watch the news. She immediately recognized the hunk of marble, which she had always seen as the cool-ass piece of art they had used as a garden decoration, and then forgot about it before selling the home to Santoro in 2018. So these were the owners of the place before. None of us knew what it was, O'Brien said. We were watching the video just like in shock. This is when the old homeowners saw this. And O'Brien, who I think was the owner before the current owners of the house, said she received the tablet from her grandparents, an Italian woman and a New Orleans native who was stationed in the country during World War II. So who knows how that happened. War is crazy, but imagine finding a 2,000-year-old artifact in your backyard and going, what the hell is that? Merry Christmas. So with that said, what's on my mind today as it's Thursday? One day is just bleeding into the next. It's pretty crazy. So many projects going on. I've been challenged to write a book now. I might actually do it. I got to do it in a few months. So there's just a lot going on. And, I really think about the importance of cultivating the right circle of people around you. And I really have I've always known this, but like this year in particular, being very, very careful about where and with whom I'm spending my time is so important to, limiting distraction and boosters, people that see you, that feel you, that support you. And it's not all about just positive feel good. It's about honest feedback. But people who are doing things and in a space where you're just a good match creatively. And also people with certain connections and resources and things that you don't have, where it's a mutually beneficial relationship. And, this guy at the retreat that I went to in Denver recently, his name is Jamar. His tagline for his company is, I think it's change your circle, change your life. And as I was listening to him talking about that, I thought, yeah, you know what? That is so true. Taking an inventory. Who am I spending my time with? And I tell you what, the older I'm getting, the more precious time really is. And I'm finding myself putting a higher and higher value on even short conversations. Balancing the need to explore and meet new people with also getting down to business, putting your nose to the grindstone, putting your focus in, and tuning everything else out while you do it. And so there's a happy place there, and that needle changes depending on the time and what I'm working on. But having the right people around me allows me to, I'll give you one more example before we close out today. There's somebody in my circle where I got it wasn't direct feedback. It was sort of an indirect message that this person posted in a WhatsApp group. And it bothered me a little bit because I took it in sort of a negative way. But this is also a deeply thoughtful, caring, smart, accomplished person. So when I follow up with them, I'm coming from a presumption that it was meant with the absolute best of intentions. And I can tell you when I talk to this person about it, they're going to enlighten me as to what they were thinking at the time. And it's not going to be anything like the way I took it. And so I'm not spending a whole lot of mental energy worried about it. It confused me. But I also know there's some redemption in it for me. There's something I maybe didn't quite get. And now at this point, I'm almost excited to talk to them and find out what it was they were thinking when they posted this thing, because it was clearly meant for something good. And I'm sure that they had some deeper insight about me in particular when they did that. So this is the kind of virtuous cycle, high growth circle environment that works well for me. And I have to say I've been nurturing a really good circle, and it's great. It's great. There's a lot of good people out there. So, and by the way, by bad circle, I don't mean that other people are not good enough and I'm better than other people. It's not an ego thing. It's just personalities and values and timing and a whole lot of other factors that go into it in terms of what your ideal circle would be right now. So with that, I'm going to let it go under that 10-minute mark, which I'm always trying to do, sometimes unsuccessfully. I hope you enjoy the day today. And as always, thank you so much for listening. Please do share this with a friend who likes a morning boost of vitamins and grow. We are growing, by the way. We've had several new followers and our listenership is up, and slowly but surely we're getting a bigger village out there, which is really, really cool. So please do like and follow us, especially on Apple Podcasts. It would be very helpful if you give us a good rating and a good review. And we will check back tomorrow. Thanks again for listening. Bye-bye for now.